Ohayou gozaimasu. And he left.
My fucking mic cable. Hello.
Ohayou gozaimasu.
I heard you the first time.
Yeah, but I didn't hear you the first time, so it doesn't count.
I normally I was expecting you to get up at about 6 or 7 my time. So
It's what 5 now.
just 5:24. 5:24.
Yeah, I mean, on the weekends I normally wake up at about 5 a.m. So.
Fair enough. Fair
And
enough.
then I
Deuterino.
roll over, check my phone, and say I'd like it done sooner rather than later. It's like, okay, I'll go take a shit and get out of bed.
Yeah, well, I mean that's the thing. I sent that, but I was expecting you to wake up at like 6 or 6:30 my time. So I didn't even bother to check if you were on the channel, because I could have been here like an hour sooner.
Yeah.
Anyway, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm not too fucking bad. Yourself?
I am feeling pretty good. Pretty good.
Apparently, this isn't a thing in the States.
What isn't?
Where you are somehow they are, but you don't actually expect an answer outside the pre-scripted.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Like if you give any proper answer, I mean you're fucking like if you're like, oh dude, it hasn't been good, man. I'm like, I don't give a fuck, right? You've just gotta say fine or good, right?
It's all good, mate. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, it's alright. It's not the invitation for your fucking life story.
yeah. But it's like the opposite with like, are you okay? Like they'll say, are you okay? And that's like their version.
No,
Whereas
man, I'm pretty fucking far from okay.
Yeah, no, but I mean, but if I were to ask somebody if they were okay, I mean that's like a serious thing. Like, dude, you look fucking rotten. You okay, lad? You've got fucking AIDS.
Cool, stay away from me. I ain't going near that shit. Oh, fuck, that reminds me. Someone in the Discord months ago linked to me that apparently New Zealand is going to have the first... Is it? Yeah, it's New Zealand, because I had to make damn sure that I'm not thinking of California. We're getting the first ever HIV positive sperm bank. I'll say at least knowingly, you know, fucking Zimbabwe's probably had one for a while.
I mean, well, serious question. Like, is HIV transmitted? I don't actually know. I assume it is, but
apparently, and bear in mind, I'm not a doctor, and the guy who wrote the article sure as fuck isn't a doctor. But apparently, if you've been successfully treated for, you know, a significant length of time for HIV, you'll apparently reach a point where it's like the presence of it in your blood is so small that it's basically uncontractable or something. So that apparently the jizz that they're collecting is supposedly safe, but I mean, who the fuck is gonna go there? Unless it's like, you know, some gay guy is paying out the fucking ass for like a surrogate. No, I mean, I say that, but like no sane non-child-bearing couple through no fault of their own is going to go, you know what, let's get a fucking that 0.01% chance that our baby's going to be born with HIV.
Yeah, it's. I don't you normally have to like pay for sperm?
Yeah,
Like it's not like a public service, is it? Yeah,
sperm
so
is fucking expensive.
yeah, so you're
All
paying for
all
the
sperm
privilege.
is fucking expensive.
I'm pretty sure a bunch of people on the internet would give it away for free.
Yeah, but that's not the same. They're the plebes. You know, sperm banks. You only ever really get paid if you're like basically got a PhD or on your way to a PhD. Because obviously, you know, they collect a whole bunch of data on you. So this just came from someone who's actually kind of appealing.
Yeah, like. Oh yeah. I guess like it's the belief that intelligence is transmitted, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I wonder if that's true.
Well, you wouldn't fucking believe it knowing my family. Yeah. Fucking my sister dropped out, my mum dropped out, my dad dropped out. I finished high school. So I'm kind of like leading the bloodline here. Maybe
Noise.
the next generation will actually go to fucking university.
And my brother dropped out of uni, but he didn't finish high school. He went through uni through like art college. My sister dropped out.
Yeah.
My brother dropped out. Sorry, no, my dad dropped out. But my mum got a degree, so you know.
So really your family's going downhill.
Hey, I mean, sure, yeah. You're not wrong.
But apparently, going back, like, apparently sperm banks are like that's a fucking brutal regimen.
Is it?
Yeah, like they'll control your diet. You're not allowed to jerk off at home.
I'm out.
Yeah.
I'm out.
So like apparently you're making like a visit once a week or every 3 days and.
Wait, how much sperm do they need?
A lot.
Fuck.
I think it's again, don't quote me on this because it's been a long time since I looked into this for a laugh. But I think it's like a 6-week program or some shit.
Dumb.
Where you'll come in, jerk off, and they'll put it in cryo.
I remember hearing the story that a guy was convinced that his wife, like he was a really fucking rich guy, and he was convinced his wife had cheated on him, and his son wasn't his, but he couldn't prove it. So he like jerked off for like a year and collected a ton of fucking sperm. And then, like,
his
cryogenically
favorite mason jar with his favorite Fluttershy.
No, right. And he like gave it to his lawyer and cryogenically froze it. And after he died, the wife made, because he had like a whole will, but the wife tried to get it thrown out and give it all to his son, and the son's DNA was tested against the dead guy's frozen sperm, and it was found that she was a fucking hoe, and it wasn't his son. So she got nothing in the will. So remember, guys, always fucking save your sperm.
Yeah.
And give it to a
have
lawyer.
a safety deposit box.
Well, like, just go to the fucking bank. Hey, I've got a deposit I'd like to make.
Yep. I'll be back in about 15 minutes.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, but like the regimen's pretty brutal, and they'll like randomly test you anytime during the. I want to say operation, but not that kind of operation.
Yeah, like
they'll randomly and like if your sperm count drops down, they're like, "Ooh, yeah, we're gonna put you on this diet with this exercise," and apparently that boosts fucking sperm production. I kind of want to know what the
Yeah.
diet is, just for a laugh.
You should find it. Well, you should do it. Just fucking do it.
What, the 6-week Kuma diet?
Yeah, live stream it, you know? Well, no, like vlog it, you know? Like, oh yeah, it's fucking brutal, man. You know, like, you know,
I can
what are those, like,
see the
20
sperm
20
to the naked eye now. They're
like
huge!
those, like, like fucking Cloverfield or whatever. Just like through the shitty camera, just trying to fucking survive, not jerking off for a week. Actually, if memory serves from correctly, you don't jerk off that much.
Yeah, I could, like... If I get busy for 6 weeks, and, you know, that one Wednesday I'll just, like, roll over, rub one out, and go back to bed.
Like a fucking
Caveman.
shit. Fuck me, I've had a very long day today. Oh,
He says at 5 in the afternoon.
I have.
That's right. You've actually been getting up fairly early. I'm assuming fairly early these days.
Yeah, I've woken up at like 5 for the past week, or even 4.
Is there any particular reason why?
So I did like a reset to get my sleep schedule back because I started college again on Monday, and I kind of overcorrected. So I've been going to bed at like 7 and 8, which is why I wanted to do it early. And like waking up here at 5, and it's like I don't really want to fix this. It feels good because I can go to the gym in the morning, so it's like, and because I like eat a big breakfast now, which I didn't used to. I didn't used to eat breakfast really at all, but I eat a big breakfast now, so I can have a small lunch, and then by the time dinner comes around, which is traditionally my largest meal, I'm in bed, so I don't eat it. So combine that with I've cut out all like Coke, all fizzy drinks, all chocolate.
But yeah,
I've
now,
like
now we're
cut out
never
like
getting that sponsorship.
I've like cut out like 50% of my calories, and yes, I did eat like 3,000 to 4,000 calories a day. So I've been on like 1,500, 2,000. So
I haven't done the maths on mine, but I kind of need to cut down a bit as well. Like I mean, I wouldn't say I'm like necessarily fat, but that's like the story of my fucking life. But the thing that's really kept me going all these years is I had a semi-decent instinct. Like, I never consciously did anything, but I kind of just fell in the rightish direction.
Yeah. I mean, that's a really good thing, you know?
Yeah,
Like-
it is, but, like, one of the things that really kept me above water the past 5-ish years is just, like, cycling. But now that I have a driver's license, I just don't cycle. So
Yeah. Makes sense.
yeah, so suddenly this massive hour-long sweating fest is just evaporated from my life, and nothing else necessarily changed accordingly.
Yeah. I mean, that's like for me it was PE. Like we had to do like compulsory like 3 hours a week, which isn't a lot, but it was spread out. And even though I ate like I didn't eat like a I'm trying to think, should I say I eat like a pig? But it was more that I ate really bad shit.
Yeah,
So like
the classic pie for lunch, or a
no,
packet of noodles.
sweets all the time. Like in the morning, like my mother would give me, the money for the week for like school, and I would just spend it all on sweets, and fizzy drinks. But because I was actually like, I don't know how, like for somebody who did like no real sport, I'm including cricket in that. Cricket's not hugely moving, but like
Boring.
fuck you.
Fucking
I was
also,
actually
fuck
quite.
Sri Lanka.
Can you? Sorry, can I just finish?
Yeah, go.
And then we can fuck Sri Lanka, right? Like, I was actually decently active, And then at about 15, I don't want to use the term smart enough, but I was just slippery enough to be able to like permanently get out of PE. Like I was just like able to blag it off. And then I went to America, put like 20
Became an
pounds on.
American.
Yeah, I put like 20 pounds on in 2 weeks because the food was just so cheap and so good. And I never worked that off, and that was when I became like fat. Because before that, I was a bit bigger, but I wasn't fat. I wasn't even chubby. When I came back, like I was definitely chubby, and I've just never worked that off. So, and I've kind of slowly accrued mass. So, but yeah, like I fucking hated PE, but knowing what I know now, like it fucking saved. Like, I mean, I was getting girls, I was confident. I looked decent, and
You had that dad bod.
no, like
You had
for real,
that dad bod at 16.
for real, no, I had, yeah. Oh no, that's true. That's fucking true. But no, I was like a twink, I was like quite skinny and whatever. And the long hair was unusual, so I looked quite unique. And
we get it. The Newcastle girls are pretty trashy.
Yeah. I was a bad boy, and by that I mean like I was autistic and would just punch lockers and tell teachers to fuck off. Which when you're 13 you might think is cool, but looking back on it, I was like, fuck me, I was just fucking autistic.
I didn't really get to that kind of. Well, I mean, I never punched lockers or shit. But the talking shit to teachers I didn't really do till my last year. But by that point, the teachers have this peculiar thing where they start seeing you as humans and not students. So it was less me like shit talking at teachers so much as like friends having banter.
Yeah,
if you could call them friends at that point. But
I was like, I think I remember in one of my parents' days I was referred to as a difficult child, and like. Yeah, like one time there was like, I don't know, some Chinese scientist discovered something in like 2011,
and the first thing you did was stretch your eyes out and go, "Hello, I'm Dr. Chang, and I discovered."
Basically, no, sadly, I wasn't that funny, but like we had to like submit something. Write like 200 words about it. And what I did was just copy and paste the Wikipedia article, put it in Google Translate in fucking Chinese, and just hand that in. And then, like, when the teacher was obviously like, I can't fucking read this, I was just like, well, you asked me as if I was a Chinese scientist. I would write in Chinese. And another time I spoiled, like, my teacher sent me out because I was being an arse, totally deserved. And I just fucking spoiled Game of Thrones for her because I'm just a fucking arse. And like I thought like she told, like, I'd read all the books at that point, and she was only on the first, so I just fucking I was like, yeah, fucking
Sean Bean dies. Just like, no. Not Sean Bean. How could we have ever anticipated that Sean Bean would die?
You would have seen that coming. But yeah, I'm just, this whole thing is just to say I was a fucking cunt, and I'm still a cunt, but in a very different way. And that's called evolution. Dude, that's how.
Could you imagine if Sean Bean played Qui-Gon Jinn?
You played Qui-Gon? Oh, Liam Neeson.
Yeah. He could totally do it. He could totally pull it off.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know.
It was probably pretty big. I mean, like, Phantom Menace was, 1999?
Yeah.
I guess Sean Bean was probably pretty busy with Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
But still,
wait, when did the first Lord of the Rings come out? Oh, no, they recorded it all in one go. Right. Yeah.
That would have been pretty cool.
Nah, Liam Neeson's great.
Yeah, but I'm just saying it would be cool if, like, fucking Sean Bean did. Because he dies at the end anyway.
Yeah. Wow, spoilers!
Spoilers for this 20-year-old movie.
21-year-old. Well, actually, I will squeeze Newcastle in every conversation I can. One of our claims to fame, so to speak, is Liam Neeson used to be a teacher. and once a student pulled a knife out on him, and he punched the student, and he got fired. Guess what city that happened in?
Pembrokeshire.
Yes, damn, you got it. But yeah, we're a good lot over here, you know. So
Yeah, we used to have that too. I grew up in Friendly Fielding, where
fielding.
yeah, surprisingly spelt with the E and the I swapped around.
Oh, that's fucking retarded.
Oh, fuck off.
That's fucking retarded.
It's not pronounced any differently. But
Well, better fucking not be.
it's Fielding.
It's an ancient Maori name.
Yes, it means fielding. There are surprisingly few words like that though in the Maori language that I know of. Just like the straight up borrowed words. Like I think there's.
I know cow. I know cow.
What's cow?
Cow.
Oh, okay.
Like Kao.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Remember, I posted that pic of the Maori for Beginners book. They just had this little fucking retarded kid going cow on the front cover.
I was always particularly fond of the Maori word for TV aerial. It was kaitanga.
Kaitanga.
Yes. And
Kaitanga.
the Maori word for food, takeaway.
Takeaway.
It's a joke.
Oh, takeaway.
Yeah, it's a joke that.
Fuck you.
They're fucking.
Fuck you. Fuck you!
Dude, that comes from one of the greatest New Zealand comedians ever, and it's basically just taking the piss out of the fact that Maoris are just like fucking poverty-ridden motherfuckers.
Shit!
For reference, the kaitanga is coat hanger. Their TV aerial is a coat hanger because they are poor. Get the joke. Food is laugh with me.
No, sorry. I thought you were talking about something that I thought I talked about in the pod. Which is when I was 5, there was a Chinese takeout. Well, we call it takeaway, and the only but it was all like one word, takeaway, and me being 5, could barely fucking read and whatever, and I would look at it and I thought it was a Chinese word, and it was pronounced kind of like what you said earlier, like takoa. All right, I remember asking my mom for some hey mom, can we go get some takoa? She's like, what the fuck? Like, what are you talking about?
How old were you at this point?
5.
To be honest, I would just put that down to you being 5.
Yeah. But like, I've told this story before, so that was when I learned that it was takeaway, which makes a lot more sense.
You take it away.
Yes.
We're imaginative here in the Anglosphere.
Yes. Well, apart from America, takeout.
I mean, I say that, but everywhere is unimaginative. Just nobody fucking knows it because there's too many languages to learn.
Yeah. Like fragrance, the French, the proper word, it just means smell.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, well, that doesn't. I wouldn't say that one counts, but it's like when you think of, like, whatever the fuck the French call, like, I don't know, the sidewalk, where you walk on the side.
Le pavement.
Yeah, so whatever. I can't. Obviously, I don't speak fucking French. I don't know a good example right now, but yeah, there's just tons of unimaginative shit in every language.
Well, there are more languages than French. You know that, right?
No, there isn't. France and England took over the world. There is only French and English.
Based.
And that's one autistic German place that is in Germany. I think it's like
Austria?
I was thinking of like Guinea. Is it? Well, Samoa as well, I guess. Although I don't think they have a shred of German influence left in them.
Yeah, I don't even know where you're on about. So,
the colonies, dear. Talking about the colonies.
there are many colonies, dear.
Were many colonies.
We once ruled the waves. We still do.
Yeah, so long as America's your friend, mate. So long as America's your friend. Anyway, how's football going? Because fun fact, I have nothing to talk about today. Because for the past 2 weeks, I've done nothing but play Evinical. And I don't know if we want to talk about Evinical.
Wait. I mean, we can get onto that later, of course. I don't want to talk about. I mean, I don't really want to talk about football too much. Not much. Newcastle's been losing.
That means Mike Ashley has been saying the greatest shit.
I mean, for the Mike Ashley scandal, there has been one.
Oh.
There's been two actually.
Oh. What did he do this
on
time?
On our club shop, we've been selling Manchester United shorts. Well, that might not sound like a big thing, but I don't know. It'd be like the fucking Yankees selling Red Sox, fucking merch. No, I fucking idea. Yeah, the theory is that because he owns Sports Direct, and Sports Direct obviously stock it, and the Newcastle club store is just kind of like it's just Sports Direct but Newcastle. There was somebody probably made some code and was like, just put anything with United in it, and the Manchester United one, just went on it. That's probably what happened. And the other one was we made the 2020 calendar, and it has 3 players on it that have left the club and have left the club for like half a year. And the player on January actually faced us, this month, and has scored a goal against us this month, and he is in his Newcastle shirt represented 2020.
So nothing really interesting, just not giving a fuck.
Yeah, I mean, Liverpool have just been dominating, so I haven't really been paying much attention. Like, Newcastle won a few games in a row, and I was like, yay! But we've lost 3 games in a row, so yeah, I'm just not that into it at the moment. I had a really good day at the gym today.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of hesitant to talk about you going to the gym until you actually do it for more than a week.
Whoa, let me make this clear. I'm not talking about, like, hey guys, I'm gonna get in super shape, promising, whatever, right? I'm not talking about fitness or whatever. I just had an interesting experience at the gym today.
Did you see a cute girl?
I did. Yes.
Is that the story, or am I just?
It's slightly part of the story. It's the beginning of the story.
Did her fucking ponytail brush up against your back?
No, there was no physical contact. In fact, it's very minor.
Did her ponytail fall off? And I was like, no. Oh shit, her wig's falling out. This is embarrassing. She's gonna go kill herself now.
Do you want to continue playing Guess What? Or
did Chad fuck the girl? Like right there in the gym?
No, but probably after.
Oh, so there is a Chad. And it isn't you.
I fucking wish, dude. I fucking wish. Now, actually, I'm just gonna talk about this, right? I'm just gonna pile on, right? So, I'm very aware that when you talk about doing something, and like, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna get my life in order, I'm gonna clean my room, I'm gonna fucking bang that chick, I'm gonna fucking rule the world, right? You get that same like endorphin rush as like actually doing it, and that can obviously lead you to just like not doing it. And it's also like digging for attention when you haven't really done anything. You know what I mean?
Yes. It's why I was hesitant to talk about it.
And that's to be honest, like I totally agree. That's entirely justifiable. And I'm kind of sticking like I have to admit I sort of broke that rule when I started. You know, I was like, you know, I've been really pumped. But I'm gonna lay off it, and it's not gonna be like, you know, every podcast episode update, you know, whatever. But I just had a really good experience today, and I just kind of want to talk about it. Because it involved me like kind of getting over some shit and whatever. Very mundane and very uninteresting, but I don't have anything better to talk about.
Oh, you went into the gym showers and someone saw your pee-pee. There we go.
No.
That's the story. Figured it out.
No,
No one saw your pee-pee.
No, I did not go in the gym showers.
Have you gone to the gym showers at all?
No.
Are you going to?
I am. I'm not to that point yet. Like, everyone's so fucking buff or whatever, and even when I just take my shirt off and take my whatever to change my like gym clothes, I'm like, you know,
that's the fastest thing he does in the gym. Fuck the exercise, changing shirts without anyone looking.
Have you seen the picture of like the fucking orangutan with the hunched back and the big belly and like the tiny penis? Right? And he's just like, that's just how I feel in the fucking gym, dude. Like,
is that the pee pee poo poo one?
I don't know. I don't think so. I'm trying to find it.
What, pee pee poo poo?
I think it's no. Orangutan, baby, ugly, penis. Images. Nope. Okay, I don't think an orangutan's the right one.
Well,
oh no, I found it.
I'm waiting in the podcast channel with bated breath.
It's just a shit meme, but it uses this picture, right? Oh my god, Gyazo, fucking work! Fucking Gyazo's such a pile of shit.
Dude, just get Sherex for it.
Now this is not fucking working. Oh god damn it. Control Shift S.
I can't believe you've done this.
I'm just fucking using the native Windows one, and I'm gonna have to fucking... No, I actually pay Gyazo money.
The fuck? You what?
Yeah, so I've been using Gyazo for such a long fucking time that it's got images of, like, say, from like 5 years ago, 6 years ago. And you can only access the past 10. I got, like, the 30-day free trial, so I could, like, access all my old ones. Had, like, a couple of hours of interest. I then forgot to cancel it, so they've billed me. Okay.
How long have you been paying the money?
Like, I got accidentally billed, like, 5 days ago.
Okay.
So, I still haven't cancelled it.
When she did her hair and makeup and spent $120.89 on lingerie to see me stand at the end of the bed.
That's how I feel in the fucking gym, dude. Like, just
Has someone put like ex-military in the bottom left corner of this?
No.
Like, no, I'm just saying that there's a Death Grips meme here, and I can't be the first person who thought of it.
Okay. I've never listened to Death Grip, so
I haven't really listened to them, but I know who they are, and I know that it's just this black guy screaming while these white guys do shit. It feels like another one of those things, like, when the band is so irrelevant to the front man.
Yeah.
Like, imagine being the rapper in Linkin Park. I bet you can name Chester, you can't name him.
I can't name anyone from... I can only name Chester because he said his fucking name.
What can you do his last name?
Puller? I don't know.
No, it's Bennington.
Chester Bennington. Nah, I wouldn't have got that.
Alright. It's a very English name. How could you not get it?
Actually, alright. I want to get back on track with my mundane story, okay? So
Anyway, for the record, the rapper in Linkin Park is Mike Shinoda.
Mike Shinoda. Shimoda. Okay, so it first began with I'll say the bit with the pathetic part, which is I was on the.
Did you fart?
No, I didn't fart. Just fucking let me tell the story.
No.
It's honestly a million times less interesting, right? So let's just fucking get through it so we can move on to something else, right?
No,
So
I am
I have
intent to
tell it.
squeeze every ounce
Fuck
of
you.
hypothetical joy out of this story.
No, alright, so I'm just gonna plow through it, right? I was on the elliptical, you know, and because I don't run because my fucking ankles hurt because I'm a fat bastard. So I go on the elliptical instead because my joints don't hurt as much. So, and it's not as good as running, but it's, you know, not that far off, right? If you put the difficulty high. So I'm on the elliptical, and obviously, you know, most people who use the elliptical are females, right? So I'm fucking surrounded by, like, gym women, right? And you've just got my fat ass just fucking panting along, right? Like, oh, whatever.
Yeah, so I
Right.
can imagine it now. It's perfect.
Yeah. That's so. Eventually, after like half an hour,
Oh shit, we were
Hi,
a full 30 minutes on the elliptical.
I can't tell if you're being sarcastic or not. All right, so fuck off, okay? Yeah, it's fucking hard, dude. All right. Anyone in shape can do
where
it.
would I be sarcastic in that? Like, either way, it's pretty fucking, like, degrading. Like, I'm either genuinely surprised that you can do 30 minutes on an elliptical, or I'm just dabbing on you because apparently 30 minutes on the elliptical is nothing. Like, both ways that it can be interpreted suck for you. Just be offended.
Yeah. I mean, like, I get. Well, it's like anything, you know. You could do 5 miles an hour for 30 minutes on the treadmill, or you can do like 10 miles an hour. It's all about what difficulty you put it on. Like, if I put it on like difficulty level 5, I could do like 45 minutes to an hour. You know, and I actually at the end of the day I put it at like 25, just the highest it goes, and I couldn't do like 3 minutes. You know, so it just like it all depends on. You know, it's like, oh, I bench like every other day, and it's like, well, you could be benching like nothing, you know? So, anyway.
I bench 2 bags of flour every day.
That's a fucking good workout, dude. Unironically.
That's, no, not really. That's just like 40 kilos.
Right. Okay. Right, background here, right? You people don't understand. Well, they probably do understand, but like, I'm weak as fuck, right? Like, the little bit of strength I have is from my fat, right?
So,
like,
well, we'll get to the core of this. Could you beat Potato in an arm wrestle?
Yeah, but that's like, could I punch a baby? You know, like,
are we gonna have an arm wrestling contest when he shows up?
No, okay,
like,
so
he's gonna be there in like 4 days.
Yeah, we could do it. But like, Potato has said that he can't lift a 40-pound weight. That's 20 kilos. I can lift a 40-pound weight, 20 kilos. I can't lift it particularly athletically or whatever, but I can do it. So, you know. Anyway, right? This is we can find that out. We can report that.
Job at Walmart.
I have no fucking idea, right?
Like,
I'm sure he's a good employee, though.
90% of the jobs I've worked, in fact, all of the jobs I worked, really, like, the job requirement is lift 20 kilos.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so anyway, like, what I'm trying to get is that, like, when people, like, you know, you can be fat, right? And have a lot of muscle underneath. And that doesn't make you healthy or whatever, right? But you can still be strong and fat.
That makes
right?
you the traditional Newcastle man.
Yeah, exactly.
Who was it that posted? Like, yeah, I'm going on a sidetrack here. Someone posted, like, the fucking meme of, like, you know, the Virgin, whatever the fuck, Southern Englishman, and the Chad, like, Northerner.
Yeah.
And there's just, like, one
Probably
line in, like, the
Skynet.
Chad part where it's like, you know, worked 1 week of his life, then claimed back injury.
Yeah.
Fucking...
Yeah. Injury
You're like,
benefit.
I live in New Zealand. That's still too fucking close to home. Every fucking boomer just walking around. Oh, I got a new power tool. I want to use it, but I can't do the heavy lifting, so I'm gonna get you to fucking do it. It's like, oh, fuck off. If you can't use your own fucking toys, don't fucking buy them.
Anyway, okay, so
Yeah. So you're a scrawny little fat bastard.
yeah, okay, so if I lost all my weight, right, I wouldn't be like, you know,
if we
in shape or whatever.
Yeah, if we put you in the sauna and got you down to 5% body fat.
Yeah, I would be just a skinny fuck, right?
Yeah, you would be
like,
Auschwitz.
Actually, no, right. One thing, actually, my legs are fine. Like my legs,
yeah, because they have to support your incredible
exactly,
mass.
right. I'm not fucking. I ain't making excuses, right? My legs are decent, but upper body strength, I have not. So it's one of these big things. But basically, I've always been.
So you're a T-Rex like me.
Yeah, exactly, right. But you're probably a lot more fit than me. No, you definitely are. So, like, I'm just a weak fucker, and I want to change that. But I've always been too intimidated to go into the weights part of the gym. And I know that going to the weights part, nothing bad will happen, you know. But I've just been too intimidated because I'm not.
Worst case scenario, some arsehole will try to make a fit meme out of you, and everyone will just dogpile him.
Exactly. Right. So, anyway, basically, because the changing room is for the men, because this is right in the city centre, it's like multi-leveled. Rather than my old gym, which was like just this big flat thing with several rooms.
So
this one is all.
What you're saying is you're a level 1 gym goer.
Technically level 2. Level 2 gym.
Oh, shit.
But not level 50. Not level 50 gym rat. Anyway, so because it's on the weights thing, I have to walk through the weights part anyway. Because it's at the back of the weight room. So, you know, I've started going to the weights, and again, I'm not going to talk about the other times I've been in the gym because fuck that, right? When I'm going to talk on the podcast about like weight and whatever, it's going to be when I've lost a bunch of weight, or it's because I'm going to be too ashamed because I haven't done anything. One of the two, right?
Yeah, and you know damn sure, like in 6 weeks' time, I'm going to be like, if I don't hear anything, I'm going to be like, so how's the gym going?
Okay, right? We can make a rule where you can bring it up and I can't. I think that's a good.
That's not a fuck that. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I thought you were
I thought you was gonna say like you were like we're gonna make a rule that I can like dab on you for slacking off with impunity. I was like, I don't need a fucking rule for that.
I've known you for getting on 4 years now. Yes, I am aware. Anyway, so yeah, so I'm unless like I don't know some fucking chick. Some fucking chink chick.
Yeah, that's the ideal for you, isn't it?
Yeah, fucking grinds on my dick, right? In the fucking gym, right? I'm not gonna bring it up, okay? I won't be talking about this. I won't be talking about healthy stuff, right? And if you want to, you know, attempt to call me out and whatever, you're fine too. But I'm not gonna bring it up, okay? Anyway, so getting on with this shit story, right? I don't even know where the fuck we are. I think
we'll go to the point that you're pathetic.
We've been doing this podcast for a year. That point was reached long ago.
In this story.
Yeah, okay, so to fast forward through the pathetic part, I got off the elliptical and the girl next to me on my right was like, good workout. I was like, thanks, and fucked off. Right? That was how the story started. Okay.
You mean you didn't say you too?
No, I didn't. Thank God I didn't. I just stuttered a thank you, right? She's very cute. Right? And I honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I'm at that level of self-confidence where when I'm like panting away on the elliptical, I'm like, these girls can't stand being next to me, right? I'm this fucking stink. I'm fat bastard. Like, oh, you know, I'm like that level. So, like, you know, she's like, good workout. I was like, thank you. Well, I was like, thanks. And then I went upstairs. I started doing like, you know, the weights. And again, because I'm so weak, I can't bench anything other than like the bar and like, you know, like 10, 20 kilos, right? So seriously, like no joke, like I'm that level. So I'm just doing like little fucking barbells, about like 8 kilos or something, right? And I'm just, bicep curls. And this fucking guy called Darren comes up, right? And he's like, hey, dude, do you know that you're actually doing it wrong? So he fucking talks me through how to fucking do it. And I'm like, shit, I'm new here, and I'm like, I kind of like make a little joke, like, I'm one of these pathetic, like, do me sort of people, It's like, no, don't worry about it, right? So he then takes me through like everything on the weights thing, how to do it, like how to effectively, and then coaching me through it, and then like also making me do it. So like I remember one was like it was actually the bench press, and he was like, you should get on. I'm like, oh shit, okay. So he told me how it works, and I was like, oh cool, that's how it works. Cool. And he said, well, do it. I clearly didn't want to do it, and he was like, well, just fucking do it. So I did it, and it was 20 kilos plus the bar, so very small. And I did like whatever. Anyway, so and he just went through it, like everything, like squats, whatever, like just how to do everything. I think he like gave me his number, and like, okay, I'm in Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays from 2 till like 3:30. Like I'm always in then. So if you ever see me or whatever, just hit me up, and I'll spot for you, and I'll train you or whatever. And it was just a really good experience, and I was feeling like really happy. And like nobody laughed at my fat ass. Nobody like noticed, nobody notices or whatever. Like they just notice. Like, you know what I mean, right? Fine, they don't outwardly notice, right? Of course, everyone notices. I'm taking up like the space for 2 people, right? But like nobody's like at least outwardly judging and whatever. And I'm just, I think it's more important to me because I've been so intimidated by going to the weights gym for like years, because I'm just a weak loser. And I did on the Monday, and I did it today, and it's been good experiences both times. And now I've got like a gym buddy, so that's it. That's my story. It's something that happened.
Dude, how good do you think a gym would be for money laundering?
I mean, people would start to show up. I don't know.
You say that, but I mean, how many people sign up on New Year's and then fuck off after 2 months?
I don't know. Probably a lot.
Yeah. Maybe that's how I need to get rid of this Coke money.
Like, you could afford Coke.
I don't know how much does Coke costs.
It's very expensive.
I think it'd be more so expensive here. Like, it's gonna be a massive pain in the ass. Literally a pain in the ass to get cocaine here.
Anyway, yeah. So, okay, that's.
So you found Chad.
I found Chad. He was fucking stacked, dude.
Yeah,
he was literally Chad from the pigs. He was fucking gigantic.
Yeah, he's grooming you,
Probably.
Basically just like getting in that pre-work for fucking your twink ass.
I was gonna say, like, I'm pretty sure that's what Sky said. He's like, he's claimed his gym twink, but like, yeah, whatever. If it gets me in fucking shape, whatever. I don't fucking care. I'll be gym twink. Like,
passed around the showers.
No, you can fuck off with that. That's your fantasy. Yeah, fuck off with that.
Alright. I think I've squeezed all the joy I can out of you finding someone nice out of the gym.
Alright.
At least the more at least what I can find without like fucking forcing it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I know you said all you've done is play Evinical. Yes. Evinical. Like, for me, because, like, yeah, I've been going to bed at, like, 7 or 8. And I've basically been doing nothing as well. So I've got I've got nothing else to talk about really.
You played a bit of Disco Elysium.
That was. I haven't played in a while. That was before I started. Yeah. I mean, that's the only other thing I've done is play a fuckload of Disco Elysium. So are we going into the video game chat now? Unless we want to talk about.
Well, put it this way: we can't talk about War Thunder anymore. I don't think we can talk. There's not much that's really happened in Girls Frontline.
Yeah.
You could monologue about Azalan.
I mean, maybe the end of the show if we need to fill in for some time. I'd be happy to. You can talk about World War 3.
Oh, fucking Iran.
Yeah.
I haven't been following it. And the only times I really hear about it is fucking at work when the Pakistani guy brings it up. And I just zone out.
Okay, so do you want the Sparks notes from an uninformed person?
We'll see how much I can get.
Okay.
So the United States fucking dabs on some Iran. What is the like people form of Iran?
Iranian.
Iran. There we go. I keep thinking it's not Irani.
No.
Yeah. So yeah. The United States dabbed on an Iranian general. Everyone had a cry about it, and then there's been basically just like trading missiles, and no fucking Americans are dying from it. Only the Iraqis. It's great.
I don't think any Iraqis have died actually.
Yeah. Well, wasn't the whole thing with like the all the missiles that the Iranians launched at the American bases, all it killed was like Iraqis.
I thought I read something where like Baghdad had said like no Iraqis had been killed either, but that might have changed. So
I don't know.
Again, like I'm slightly informed, very slightly. So like basically uninformed.
I
anyway,
think
continue.
I think everyone's just like blowing it out of proportion again.
Yeah.
Because everyone like we don't, but we really, really, really want World War 3.
As long as it's in fucking Doganistan nowhere, sure. Bring it on. So continue. Is that basically it?
There was something about a fucking plane getting shot down. 737.
That's the most recent.
Apparently it was a Ukrainian-made missile or something, or I don't fucking know.
Yeah, I don't think that's important though. To be fair.
Does the people want to scream about Putin?
Fair enough.
Despite the fact that Putin does not run Ukraine.
Yeah.
But, we're dealing with Americans here.
Yeah.
And the uninformed English.
Based American. Fuck, you fucking threw me off. God damn it. Doesn't matter. Yeah, so okay. My understanding is basically. Yeah, fucking Trump murked some guy. Actually, so apparently when the the Secretary of Defense was trying to make Trump choose something, he put do you remember, did you ever watch the Simpsons movie?
I know exactly what you're going to talk about. And
right, so
Trump chose number 3 because he was elected to read, not to read.
Yeah, so okay, well, come on, right? So in the Simpsons movie, there's I don't need to explain this. Everybody knows. If you need it, you know the line. Okay,
I have the Simpsons movie on my shelf of CDs and shit.
Damn, I forget CDs.
That was my 12-year-old Christmas present.
Noise. It was a good movie for an 8-year-old. Anyway, okay, so they fucking murked this guy, and apparently Trump picked like this option of like drone strike this cunt was put on to make the other option seem more reasonable and for him to be more likely to pick. But Trump just picked the fucking murk some guy with a remote control plane, right?
Well, what's the list?
I don't know. I mean, to be honest, it sounds suspiciously like anti-Trump. Like I know. Like,
Yeah, I'm like,
no.
drones are
like,
a pretty good option, is what I'm saying. It's like, what?
Yeah, no. But it sounds like I think it was supposed to be all like moderate options. Like some sanctions, whatever. But like, this story does have like this little anecdote does have the twang of Trump stupid, Trump like explosion, right? Which might be entirely true. So I'm just kind of like, like it might be bollocks, but it's been reported on credible news sources, but it might be bollocks.
What's credible
anyway?
In
So
this
yeah,
day and age?
so he fucking murked this guy. Iran launched a fucking missiles.
Not happy about it.
Iran not happy. Apparently like 36 people died in a fucking like protest. They were fucking crushed to death. Like a protest against America in Iran. They launched some missiles which hit absolutely nothing apparently. So yeah, the Americans put like a ton of like Navy SEALs and shit like that into their embassies in Iraq. And then this plane. So America had like announced something against Iran, and like we're not gonna take it, we're not gonna take it, some fucking shit like that.
We're gonna take it. yeah.
Yeah, fine, all right. Boomer music reference. That's a rare one for me. But yeah,
and being a cross-dresser was cool.
Hey, Alstolf pretty cool, okay?
I'm a fucking cross-dresser. He's a man, and all you fucking faggots just keep pushing your gay agenda.
You're an Alstolfo defender, like an Alstolfo white knight.
Because he's actually fucking interesting character, but he's got fucking.
Oh, I'm so deep. I care about the law.
Yes. So you haven't even watched Fate. Fuck off.
I've watched the Dakota's bapping video, and that's all I need to see. Right?
I don't know what that is.
Oh fuck it, I'll get it for you.
He's an actually fucking interesting character, but he got fucking hijacked by the gay agenda.
Based.
You fucking NPC. There's a meme we haven't heard since 2019. It's a shame. I quite liked NPC memes. I'll watch it later.
Yeah, so I mean it's only 30 seconds, but it's retarded. But I love it.
Fine. Yeah, that was gay.
Very good post. Anyway, so they said something to Iran. And Iran was on fucking super hyper alert because they're like, shit, the bombs might drop. And the plane takes off and they just fucking shoot it down. And like 68 Canadians were on board. I think like half of them were from Edmonton.
I don't know what that is.
It's near Calgary, which is where Sky's from. Hence me bringing it up. But yeah, so
that dumb fucking Iranians. If America was gonna bomb you, you wouldn't know about it, or it would be in such a way that you weren't fucking shooting it down.
Exactly. But as we all know, nothing's gonna fucking happen.
Or if it does happen, it's gonna happen nowhere near here, and nowhere nearer to the scale everyone wants it to be.
Yeah, basically, fucking so. Fucking so, like,
Yeah, I too can't wait until I'm like heli dropped fucking blasting Gucci Gang. I don't even know what Gucci Gang is, but I want a hella drop to it.
Okay, so video game time.
Is that literally it?
That's that's basically all I do.
Okay, so that's it for the world news.
Yeah, that's world news done.
Sad Brown Guy informing our listeners on shit they already knew. Yesterday's news today.
Yeah, the two most uninformed people. This is why they listen, you know. It's the good content like this.
Yeah. Giving you the New Zealand perspective on an American, Canadian, Iranian crisis.
I'm British. Don't squeeze me up.
And the British perspective on fucking ex-colonial things. Was Iran?
This all happened because fucking Canada dropped the red ensign.
The what?
The red, the original Canadian flag before the fucking leaf.
Oh, fucking leaf.
Yeah.
I think fuck my country didn't go to a fucking leaf.
It was close. It was close.
It really wasn't. Like the amount. The truth is, no one gave a fuck about changing the flag, but all the referendums were like, it's you know, it's always those ones. The entire referendum was like the equivalent of, you know, how much money would it take for you to suck a dick, and it's like, I don't want to suck a dick, and they're like, but if you really wanted, if you really had to, it's like, I don't want to suck a dick. It's like, but if you had to, you know, would you rather suck this big black smelly dick or this small black smelly dick? And everyone's just like, I don't want to suck a dick.
Well, yeah, so I mean, my theory again. Now it's time for an uninformed Brit's opinion on New Zealand affairs, from like 4 years ago.
What happened in?
None of the flags were good. The flag they should have picked was the All Blacks flag, but they couldn't because of copyright licensing. You know.
To be honest,
so they were all just shit flags.
There was only one flag design I ever. There was three flag designs.
Can I guess one? Please let me guess one. Right? Is one of them
there was like three flag designs. Not even the ones that were like nominated. Like the ones that actually went to referendum. Like there was three flag designs I would have gone with.
Right. I'll guess one. It has to be the fucking kiwi, like bird with the fucking lasers coming out of his eyes.
That's
right?
one of them.
Yeah. All right. What are the other two?
The second one would be Pepe the Frog.
Yeah.
The third one was a sort of Maori bastardization of the current flag.
Do you have a pic of it?
I have it somewhere, buried deep within like my random bullshit folders.
Yeah, okay.
But it's like you take the current like flag design, you make it like black on red. And like basically all the like the Union Jack gets like tribalized, I guess you could say. Yeah. Obviously the purists were not happy with that idea, but I thought it looked fucking sick. It looked fucking badass, and I would have been so fucking down with it if it was like an actual thing. I think it's in that folder because the you know, but this goes all the way back to when I was browsing like B and shit all the time. So the foldering's a fucking mess. Nowadays, I just need to put everything in the anime shit folder, and it's great. I love it.
Yeah, mine is way too unorganized. but it's also got the attempts of me trying to organize it.
Oh yeah, mine.
So
mine has,
it's even more unorganized now.
it makes for a nice like fossilization. like this is the pre 2013 era, where we've got these folderings where one of them is called not homework.
I've just really got to the point of just like new folder 2, new folder 3, new folder 4, new folder 5. Oh, you know, that's shit, dude. That's bad as fuck.
Are you saying that like it looks fucking sick, or you just hate it?
No, I hate it. But yeah, I remember seeing this flag on podcast I listened to when the referendum was happening. Yeah, I don't like it. But I'm also not New Zealand. So
obviously,
why do you love
obviously it gets rid of all the heraldry and shit of like where it comes from, but
I'm totally not a biased sort.
To be fair, of all the shit on the Union Jack, the only one who didn't really get modified was England. You know, Wales, fucking Ireland, and Scotland got dabbed on and bastardized, but England stayed the same.
What do you mean?
Well, isn't the like the standard like cross, like St. John's Cross,
St. George's Cross,
whatever, yeah.
That's the English flag.
Yeah, so that one stayed the same, but like the Scottish part of it and like every other body's part of it got like fucked with. So it's really just England and New Zealand, not the United Kingdom and New Zealand.
But wait, I don't understand your point. How did Scotland get fucked with?
Because Scotland's the fucking Koru part of this.
Oh! Right, I'm slow. You're talking about this flag. I thought you meant like in history.
No, no.
Scotland still has their flag. Yeah. Scotland got fucked. Yeah.
Yeah. So this revised version of the flag would be like New Zealand and England.
Well,
rather
no,
than
because
New Zealand and the United Kingdom.
A very important part of the English flag is the white. So if the white and the black were inversed, so you know the white parts were black and the black parts were, why am I explaining what inversed is, of course, then I think it would look a lot better, because the red on black,
and there's the current flag, just for comparison's sake, and so I can like just dump the links when I make this into a podcast.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah. So just for the black one, yeah, if the black and white were flipped like around the rectangle, I think it would look a lot more English, because it would be the red on the white rather than the red on the black. So the red on the black just looks fucking weird, in my opinion. But you know, even the Nazis put their fucking black on white.
Yeah, and we ain't no fucking Nazis. Fucking wereaboo English fuck.
I'm not. Whoa. I'll put up with a lot of shit. I'll put up with all the fat jokes in the world. You know, I'm even forced to put up with all the shitty license jokes and whatever. But I am not a fucking wereaboo, right? You can fuck right off with that.
Alright.
I shan't stand for it.
So where were we going with this? I guess other recent news. Pokemon did a thing. Do you care about it?
No.
Cool, because I sure as fuck don't. The only part of it that I care about is just bitching about Pokemon, and that doesn't do fucking anyone good.
Yeah, like we have enough of that already.
Yeah.
Enough of that for a fucking lifetime. So
Well, that was something that happened. If we want to include drama in this, fucking had a nut at Biggest the other day.
I didn't even see this.
It was.
And you guys hate each other already. I mean, you know.
Well, obviously, I don't think he's probably seen it, but he hasn't fucking said anything about it because he's a fucking bitch. But what we were talking about, it's like it's the most fucking innocuous shit, but it basically put me over the edge, and I just fucking went ballistic.
Yeah.
It's like, fuck, what do we... It was Coke versus Pepsi, of all fucking things.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
If you want to read this conversation, you can
sake.
join the Discord, link in the description below.
Yeah, I was looking at this. I was there during the conversation, or at least the start of it. But I kind of had to tap out because
It was making you want a Coke.
yeah, really fucking bad. I was hardcore triggered.
I was jonesing bad.
Yeah, man. So I had to just minimize it. Okay, so tell me what happened.
But yeah, so it was Coke versus Pepsi. Everyone's going, oh, I like Coke, I like Pepsi. It's like, I kind of like Diet Coke or whatever the fuck. And he comes in and says how he likes fucking, what was it, like Pepsi over Coke, but he likes, but only when that's in a can. When it's in a plastic cup, he prefers, or a plastic bottle, he prefers the other ones over. And I basically just was like, how fucking pathetic is your life that you've been able to quantify the distinction between a beverage brands and the vessels they fucking come in.
It's no right. It does taste. Drinks taste different if they're from a can or from the bottle. Or in a glass bottle.
Yeah, that's not the fucking point. The point is, he's fucking quantified it. His life is that fucking pathetic and useless that he's gone along and, he's done the fucking Punnett square of it. When X1 is in Y1, or X1 is in Y2, and X2 is in Y1. And they're apparently, they apparently switch places in the fucking ranking. And... hang on, if we just let's fucking look up keywords in the thing, we'll just find the entire thing. I went fucking ballistic last Thursday at 8:16 a.m. and it's just me fucking going ham about everything I hate about him, and it's summed up in that he's a spoiled fucking child that's never actually had an actual hardship in his life. So the biggest shit going on in his life right now is whether or not he has to drink something out of a plastic fucking cup. That's the biggest issue facing Biggest right now, is drinking out of a plastic fucking cup.
Is it the biggest issue? I don't think he says that.
Dude, it makes him rich. He can't stand it. Oh my... poor fucking Biggest can't drink a fucking Coke out of a plastic bottle.
Right, I fucking get it, but I think you've just got. I think this is a massive hate boner for the guy. And you'll just. I mean, you said that. You'll just leap on anything.
Yeah, I mean, this is obviously I'm not this fucking passionate about the distinction between a can and a fucking plastic bottle.
Yeah,
but it's basically what just put me over the edge. Too long didn't read. Vote Biggest worst post of 2020. Fucking ostracize him to the point he doesn't fucking come around here anymore. Because I can't ban him anymore because I'm not a fucking moderator.
I've told you, you know, it's not off the table. We'll see.
It's not off the table. You just need to stop ranting about how you want to fucking kill Biggest.
I did do something. You know what? If we're talking about shitty drama for no reason, I did do something bad.
Yeah, it's the only way we get views.
Yeah, I did do something bad. Right. I kicked Havoc ages ago.
Based.
For literally no reason.
I didn't know if he left because he just left again, or He got kicked.
Well,
I would have known if I saw moderator chat. Wink,
I
wink,
didn't post
nudge,
it.
nudge.
I didn't post it in mod chat.
Oh shit.
By the time I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think anyone apart from Pala. I messaged Pala, but I don't think anyone other than Pala knows I kicked him unless they talk to Havoc. And Hell Havoc probably doesn't know that I kicked him because mods can have kick rights. But yeah, I kicked Havoc for like no reason, like absolutely no reason. It was totally unjustifiable.
Fucking
like
Biko exclusive right here.
So basically, about the new year, I was just sick for a few days. I just had a shitty fever, and I just woke up one day, and I saw that Havoc spammed the chat, and like, oh, like what's I don't know if I could spam the chat. And I think someone just said like, well, I'm not going to do anything about it, and I was just like, why the fuck did no one do anything? I was like, well, I've got to take it in my own hands. And me in like 5 in the morning with a fucker, I just fucking kicked him. I went back to bed. I woke up again. I was like, oh shit. Ah shit.
Let's live with this, see how it goes.
Yeah, he did break, but like, I'm not gonna be like, hey dude, you should come back. Like, cause I mean, come on. No. Like, so I made my bed. I've now got to lie in it.
It's okay. I support your decision.
But no, I mean, it was like 2 days after me and Havoc had like a good conversation as well.
I'm only an authoritarian when it's convenient to me.
Based, absolutely based. But yeah, so I for full disclosure, I do feel bad, but like I can't. He's not banned. I just kicked him because he just posted some images, and I was just pissed that nobody did anything. And yeah, somebody said that like they could have done something and they didn't. I don't know. That really just got on me, so I was just like, "Fuck it! I'm just gonna fucking kick him."
You know who?
I can't warn him. I can't warn him because it's like 8 hours after the fact. I've been in bed. Like,
you know who couldn't do something about it?
Oh my god,
Moon, the ex-moderator.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have been kicked, and you would have kicked him anyway. So
I don't think I'll be honest. I don't think I would have done anything.
Right. To be honest, he didn't even do anything bad. Like, okay, he posted a bunch of images, but like, I'm super uptight about that. But I know I'm uptight about that, so I try and not do anything about it. And if I was there at the time, I probably maybe would have said something.
I maybe would have just, and he would have told you to post physique, and you would have.
Yeah, or I would have just joined in on the conversation and then not, because it's again like I'm an authoritarian when it benefits me. It's like I don't care about the rule when I'm posting shit or when it's pertinent to the conversation, but when fucking Asbestos is posting pictures or whatever, like I'm suddenly fucking hard on it. So I'm not perfect.
Context, I'd say context is everything, but
yeah. So, but yeah, I know I'm autistic about it, so I try not to do anything, but. Yeah, it just really pissed me off, and I was just really like, it was just like when I went on it Lolly ages ago. I went on it Lolly for like basically nothing. You made just a shitty joke, but I went on it because I was just really tired. And when I'm really tired or when I'm really sick, I just do shit and I don't think. So, yeah, I just fucking kicked them, and yeah, but what I'm trying to say is like, if I was on it at the time, I wouldn't have done anything, but because nobody did anything. Like, even though he hadn't really, I was just unjustifiably pissed off. I was like, fuck it, I'll kick him. If he wants to come back, he can come back. But of course, I didn't tell him that, so.
And I'd rather you didn't.
I'm not gonna. I can't message them really, not for a while at least. So. I can't invite him back. So, and he probably doesn't want to come back because he was kicked for like no reason.
And if you want to join in all this drama, come to Biko. Link in the description below.
If you want to get kicked for no reason, join Biko. Discord.gg/Biko. That's right, we got our own vanity URL.
Why the fuck did they choose like .gg?
Yeah. Oh, dude, that's something that pisses me off so much with Discord. It's not an original thought, but like, their fucking language, like the way they fucking just talk. Like, our Discord fairies are processing your request, gamer.
Whoopsie,
We'll get back
we made
to
a
you.
foxy woxy.
Yeah, exactly. It's literally just fucking OO chat, right? Like,
Well, they are
it's
furries.
so fucking cringe. I know, and it's like I've actually like seriously recommended Discord to people because I use it all the time. I think it's pretty sweet, but I can't. Like, I can't because it's just we're all gamers and like no like.
And you know what really makes a gamer? Fucking pedophile rings. Come to Discord.
Yeah, it's like it's miles better than Skype. So like, I'd love to be able to just fucking recommend it, but no,
It is fucking crazy though that it's been around for like 5 years now.
And Skype still fucking sucks. You'd think Microsoft would have done something by now, like
Maybe.
well, I guess Mixer has taken too much of the time.
Yeah, why fix Skype when you can pay Ninja to say dumb fucking
Well,
shit on
Anshroud.
Twitter? I don't know who that is. To be honest, I don't really know Ninja either, but I know he has a name. Hello, bird. I think I went on his Twitter though at some point, just like trying to find like those dumbass tweets he made about fucking, I think it was like the NFL. Where he's like, how can someone get paid so much money to like kick a ball and then they occasionally miss?
Really?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. He basically couldn't fathom that in what I tend to call conventional sports.
Yeah, he was like, just kick better. Like, oh no, it was like, I don't understand why the NFL hires kickers who don't make kicks.
Yeah.
Like, just kick better.
But and then it's like, why do people pay like fucking pro gamers so much money when they don't have 100% accuracy? And then he got,
really
and then he like flies right over his head like that there might be more nuance to conventional sports, much like he has to deal with so much fucking nuance.
Oh yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
But yeah, I couldn't find the tweets. All I found was like him like posting stream highlights about how he played CS:GO all day and only got like 3 losses or some shit. I don't know.
Oof. Big oof.
Yeah, but Ninja making tons of fucking money.
Yeah. Get me on that Ninja money. But don't worry, the podcast will, get big soon.
You say that, but I kind of don't want it to.
Nigga, like we have a choice. Oh yeah, dude, we could be fucking huge if we wanted to, man. We choose this.
Yes, I love my mediocrity. It gives me the freedom to do shit like complain about the niggers for 30 minutes. But I can't honestly think of 30 minutes of shit that's happened recently. Like all I can come up with is like, age-old talking points about how they smell, despite never having really smelt one.
Are we actually doing this? Fucking hell. Oh.
Yeah, we're gonna bring back the old school racism.
Oh.
Which is an excellent point. People don't know how to be fucking racist anymore.
I am uncomfortable.
You ever notice that in like video games where there'll be like another species and they have to write like racism towards that species, but it's like the most innocuous shit.
Yeah.
Like calling fucking orcs greenskins. It's not fucking racist. It's just like it's
well, if you called a Jappy yellow skin, I mean, it's it's.
Yeah, it seemed like so minor for like oh my god, this world is so racist. Like, dude, just deny them housing. You know?
Yeah, but I've never seen
Like-
that word as like a super fucking big slur. Because orcs don't fucking care anyway, so you know.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the orcs, you know. If we're talking like Skyrim orcs instead of like,
Yeah.
you know, 40k orcs, you know, technically not plants kind of orcs.
Yeah.
I know they're not plants, they're a fungus, aren't they?
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, no, I think they retconned it, so that's no longer a thing. They're just orcs.
Oh, for
But yeah,
fuck's
it's certainly
sake.
before they progressed the story. Yeah, they were fungi.
I liked it better when they were a fun guy.
Mm.
It's funny because fungi is like fun and a guy, a fun guy, not us.
Fuck it up. Oh, okay.
So tell us about Disco Elysium.
Oh, you want to Disco Elysium first? Okay.
Yes, because I don't like talking. I run a podcast and I don't like talking.
Okay, so Disco Elysium is an isometric sort of D&D.
I would call it. I think Pomp summed it up nicely with the classic CRPG.
What does the C stand for?
Computer.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, technically, like all RPGs that came out in like the past 2 decades are
No,
CRPGs,
but
but it obviously it kind of only
it's-
sticks to that old
Yeah,
format of choices and not like Diablo clones, which we call ARPGs or action RPGs.
Yeah.
Or
So,
as I like to call them, stabby, shooty, grindy looties.
Okay, yeah, so it's a CRPG. Or you know, like also like part like walking visual novel, essentially, because there's no combat in the game. So it's, you know, a bit of a walking simulator and whatever. And basically you are a drunk, degenerate cop who detective, sorry, who's lost his memory. But you haven't lost your memory because of like, you know, like standard things, like, you know, you just don't know or whatever. Like you just got so fucking shit faced over
It's
like 3 days.
The Hangover
Like-
Part 4.
Yeah, exactly, right.
Where
But,
they
yeah,
collabed with fucking CSI.
But yeah, so you're fucking just out of it, right? You don't know who you are or whatever, right? And you have to kind of piece that together. And there's been a murder. Now, this game takes place, I think the year is 80,000. But it's kind of clear that essentially humanity has kind of destroyed itself and then came back from the ashes and destroyed. So it's a bit like, not steampunk, but like, you know, like 1920s, 1930s punk, but also futury, and also like 60s. You know, it's just like, it's a hodgepodge of whatever. And basically,
it's Disco Elysium.
yeah, well, yes, it's Disco Elysium. Anyway, so you have to solve this murder, but you don't like have to. Like, you know, you like Skyrim or whatever, you know, you can just piss around.
Yeah, why solve a murder where you can climb that mountain over there that you can't climb?
Yeah. But the big thing, like the big things that make sort of Disco Elysium unique is, so essentially like you have stats and it's in 4 categories, like intellect, psych, physique, and what's the yellow called? Like reactions and whatever.
Yeah.
Motor, I'm sorry, I've got to search
motor
that.
skills. Is it something like
Yeah, something like Disco Elysium.
Just put the fucking game up.
Come on, rock, paper, shotgun, save me. Motorix, yeah, Motorix. So, and these stats, you know, kind of, you know, in each category there are 6 mini sort of stats. So for you have like logic, encyclopedia, rhetoric, drama, a conceptualization of visual calculus. I'm not going to go through all of them, right?
Yeah.
But you could kind of tell, so, psych is sort of like how good you could imagine. Like, psych's interesting, whereas like how you imagine stuff. So like your inland empire is like you imagine things talking to you, and they're like your tie. But your tie will talk to you. And sorry, we'll get onto that. But like also your authority and your police and whatever, and then like physique is fairly straightforward. But it's also drugs as well, like your drug tolerance. And then motorics is like, yeah, how fast you can move and how well you can perceive things, which is pretty important for a detective. Now, I know that like the main thing with Disco Elysium though is each of these 6 sub like groups are like a part of your mind / body. So like your encyclopedia is like knowledge you're able to recall from the brain, and your perception is your ability to see things. And so that means if you have a high perception when you're going around the world, you can click on more things. If you don't have that perception, you like the thing just isn't highlighted, so it just looks as if it's part of the background, and it's not. There's not like an easy way to tell if something, like you can tell in certain games if like, there's a bit where you can interact. Like if there's a door that can be knocked down or something.
Yeah.
Like part of the wall or something. It's like really obvious, right? It's not like that in Disco Elysium.
Fucking Metroid. Fuck that.
I've never played Metroid.
That shit, like, apparently, like, I hate Metroid because of the playthrough I did, where basically, all these, like, hidden walls and whatever the fuck. But there's no distinguishing features to them.
Yeah.
So you kind of just got to waste, like, limited ammo bombing, like, maps, hoping that you'll find the thing you're fucking looking for.
Yeah,
Unless you've played the game before and you're sitting in Twitch chat thinking, oh my god, how did you not figure it out? It's so easy. You just put the rocket up your asshole.
Not that you're salty about that, though.
I'm fucking salty about that.
Anyway, yeah, sorry.
Fuck Samus, preferably in a Zero suit, but that's not the point.
But yeah, so like in Disco Elysium, yeah, each of these parts of your body will talk to you. So yeah, like your physical instrument, which is how well you can withstand pain, will like tell you to do situation.
Put
like
the rocket up your ass.
Yeah, your authority will, if somebody's being rude to you, your sense of authority will tell you to like, dude, don't fucking be pushed around by him. Like, fucking go in. And the higher your stats in these, the more they'll talk to you. But there's also the negative part, which is it affects A, the choices you can do, and B, like, you'll be more unhinged. So, for example, if you have a high sense of drama, like, drama is about being able to tell good lies and being able to spot lies. And that could be good, if you're trying to coax information out. But if you have really fucking high drama, then you'll get options where you'll be like, hey, you should just lie. For, like, no reason. And then if your drama goes so fucking high, it'll actually remove the option to do, like, the truth. And you'll just be lying for essentially no reason. This is your sense of volition is essentially being able to control all of the others. So, if your volition is low, then yeah, that will eliminate the common set, the normal options, and you'll just kind of be left with like, and some of them are good, like your sense of logic will be able to tell you like, this doesn't add up, so call them out on it. But like, if your hand-eye coordination is really high, that means when you need to shoot something, or whatever, you'll pass the skill check, really easily. But you'll also be a lot more confident in your ability to like draw first. So your hand-eye coordination will tell you, dude, just fucking punch him. Like, why aren't you fucking punching him?
Do it.
And shit like that. So
do it.
This actually, or like the worst one is electrochemistry, which is essentially your ability to withstand drugs and like use drugs. But if your electrochemistry is so high, it'll just be fucking telling you to do drugs all the fucking time. Like,
you know what would solve this mystery? An ounce of fucking ketamine.
No, like that, but like you walk past a cigarette and your sense of electrochemistry will start talking to you and be like, dude, do it. Fucking pick it up. And you're like, oh no, the filter's broke. It's like, dude, go to the fucking shop now and buy cigarettes and smoke. And you'll gain experience for doing that. Like, the first quest in the game is to find your other shoe, because when you got so shit-faced, you threw your shoe out the window. And you have to go and get it. So you can just piss around and, like, do nothing, essentially. But it's very...
being a functioning human being, who knew?
Yeah. One thing I wouldn't say this isn't a spoiler, but yeah, so I wanted to stream the game, but I got so fucking into it that I just like binged it and like did it in like 24 hours, like over a 24-hour period. I just fucking played it for like 16 hours and finished it because I didn't do as much of the side stuff as I should, and I just kind of went through it. And I've been replaying it, and I obviously, like, I've saved the stream save, so I'll continue streaming it. But it's really interesting. So, one of the things, like, your Inland Empire will be ability to, like, talk to things. So, like, there's a corpse, which the entire game's about this fucking corpse, so it's not a spoiler. And you can ask if your Inland Empire is high enough, and you're, like, shit, like, Half-Light is, like, your sense of, like, paranoia is high enough, you can, like, talk to it. And it'll tell you, like, the thing, like, it'll talk to you, and obviously speaks in riddles, like, you know, this dead body is talking to you in your mind. All I'm going to say about this is, you have to have a really high psych, so on your playthrough, you'd have to, like, because it's right at the start of the game, you'll have to, like, put your stats into psych. What he says isn't wrong. Like, do you know what I'm getting at? Like, if you're playing the game, I'm not telling you what it's about or whatever, but if you're playing the game and you see like a light, you'll just think it's a bit of a random line, like, oh, that's interesting, you know, okay, and you can ask and like ask people like around or whatever, and they might tell you some background information, like, huh. But when you like get to the end of the game and you figure it out, you see it again, you'll be like, oh shit, yeah. So your sense of imagination will essentially tell you real information, but it'll also tell you bullshit as well. But it's a game that you can replay because you can go for like a really high perception build and a really low power build, which is what we did on stream. And we're just weak as fuck. Yeah, it's like Moon's build, and we're just weak as fuck. But we're fast as fuck. And then you can do another one, which is like you're smart and you've got a good psych, but you're weak and you're slow, and but because they're so intertwined, like if you have low psych, then you'll also not be able to connect with your police station, so you're like precinct, and they won't help you, and you'll miss out on things because the very things you notice in the game and pick out are intrinsically attached to your stats. So when I was playing the game again, and I had different stats in different areas, a lot more of these things just popped out. And a problem I had in the game... okay, you know what? This is a very minor spoiler. Like, incredibly minor. Like, first 30 minutes, I'm going to say it. So if you don't want to spoil it, I'm going to force Moon to, like, I don't know, do whatever.
I'm probably not going to do anything.
Well, don't do it. So, I don't know, skip a few minutes into the future. One of the big problems I had on my... is, like, when you examine the body, you have to get it down. And one of the things you can do is, like, try and shoot it down. And, like, shoot the rope.
Oh.
And...
Oh.
Right,
I thought you were like... fucking,
no.
We'll
listen,
shoot the actual corpse and, like, hopefully the momentum will just...
Right. So, it's in the back garden. I don't think we reached it on a game, but basically there's a scouse kid called Kuno, and there's this girl behind the fence. Anyway, so he's like, he basically calls you a faggot all the time and is just throwing rocks at the body. And, you know, speaks in the third person for some reason. Anyway.
Because he's retarded.
Yeah. So the lieutenant tries to shoot... Oh, yeah, and he'll also tell you to beat up his dad and take his drugs. That's by the by.
But see why not?
you can get his... So, to get the body down after you've examined it, you can ask the lieutenant, who is the greatest guy ever, right? Lieutenant Ken Kutsuragi, to shoot it down. Who for some reason has a French accent. to shoot it down, and he'll miss because he's fucking glasses and whatever, and he'll give it to you. Like, you could ask for it. And on my second playthrough, I was able to shoot it down. But it's a really hard skill check to pass. You have to have really high hand-eye coordination. And I actually, because the girl, like this, 10-year-old girl was like, pointing thing, like shouting at me or whatever. I picked the option to point the gun at the little girl.
Oh,
and there's an option to take the shot, like to shoot the little girl. And it's like it's like an 8% to pass, and I'm like, fuck, what if it goes wrong? Because when you fuck up, the game is still funny. It's funny when you fuck up. Like, it's very rarely just, you fail the thing. It'll be like when we try to flirt with a girl, and we were like, hey girl, want some fuck? Or like, I want to have fuck with you. Because we fucked up the flirting line, and she was just like laughed and fucking went away. But we shot the body down on the second one. But on my first one, I pointed the gun at the girl, and then I put the gun away because I knew I was never going to make that shot on shooting the body down, and I wasn't going to shoot a little girl. So I gave it away. And then a huge problem we had was getting the body down, and I had to run a whole bunch of errands to get the body down and like persuade a guy and like shit like that, like go to the dock workers or whatever.
Well,
whereas on my
second, done
second,
that 3 fucking days ago, but
yeah, well, no, that's the when the lieutenant finds out you haven't taken the body down, he's not happy. But yeah, because we can't climb up the tree, whatever, right? So we have to get somebody's help. But on my second playthrough, I was able to just shoot the body down, and so all of that shit just doesn't matter. We just fucking did, So there's a lot of ability to replay, which is a really cool thing about it.
I'll be honest, I'm kind of curious about the speed runs.
Fuck, I don't know how you do it, to be honest.
Well, that's the thing, and like, credit to the skill of speedrunners, but I'm more impressed with the routers, the people who go through and find like what they think is theoretically the fastest way to actually finish the game.
Yeah, without glitches and whatever.
I mean, glitches are one thing, but where they
know what I mean, like exploits and stuff like that.
But like, then even then, it doesn't matter if is the game exploitable.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Like, I mean, there's games like Diablo 2 where like the speedrunners are literally just finishing the game with an OP build. But
yeah, like I know, like I'm pretty sure. Yeah, if you because everything's tied to the day system, and so like I know you could reach the final area if you were just able to glitch out onto the water, but like you wouldn't have unlocked the quests.
Well, obviously we're dumbasses and we're not going to know how.
True, yeah, there might be a way. Yeah,
but maybe there's like fucking save manipulation that you can do or whatever the fuck. But I don't know. Maybe you just have to like dump all your stats into fucking motor, whatever the fucks, and just like dodge your matrix ass through fucking everything. I don't know.
Well, that is one other thing is oh fuck, I can't believe I've done this. For my, I think on my next playthrough, I'm just going to do a save scum playthrough, and just like pass all the checks that I can. But I wouldn't recommend it. That's only because I failed certain checks and whatever, and I kind of like want to explore the game now. But it's a game that's like, if you fail something, you can still get something out of it. So like there's some really fucking funny shit that happens if you just fail checks. So if you go into this game and you're looking at like, if you're a completionist and you kind of want to save scum, like I understand, but I'd probably recommend you don't, at least for your first playthrough.
For the record, it is possible to lose this game, isn't it? Like, it's not just you're gonna bumble your way, failing everything, and you still somehow finish the game.
You can, right? You can. I will tell you that. Okay, so this wasn't me, but this was a guy that was complaining on the fucking on the Reddit for the game. Basically, and I'm saying this. It's maybe a minor spoiler for when we play our playthrough, because the same problem's going to happen to us. Unless we pass a ton of skill checks, which we're probably going to fail one of them. So, are you fine with me saying it?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So when we go to the dock workers, like the boss of the union, we have to sit, unless you pass an insanely bunch of hard skill checks, you have to sit in the chair. And the chair is purposely uncomfortable. So so it's a negative modifier to your stats. But you'll take one bit of damage from it. Now, because we have one physique, that means we have one endurance, which means we have one health. So if we take any health, like if we take any damage in the game, we are dead. And not only that, but so whatever the number you put into the stat is the highest you can level it up. So for us, so if your stat is 3, when you level up and whatever, you can upgrade it by 3 points as well. If the stat base is 4, you can level it up 4 points, so it will go up to 8. So if our physique is 1 in our playthrough, so that means even if we level up and whatever, the highest without certain thought. Oh, I haven't talked about thoughts, but without certain modifiers, the highest we can level each of those stats up is to 2. So our highest we can get our health up to is to 2, and there are things that happen that can easily take 2 health off. So and if you do that, you die. And you have to restart from a save. So yeah, you can, but you can just potter around and do nothing. Oh, the other thing I want to talk about is thoughts. And thoughts is...
Well, first, let's just make sure that, there's actually the threat. There's actually a risk involved. It's not just, I can roll, ones through the entire game and still end up there at the end.
Yeah, but I'll admit it's hard. It would be quite difficult.
We'll say maybe they matter where they do.
Yeah, but you could be locked out of it's more like it'll be more of like I said with the getting the body down. Like if you shoot it down, you save yourself 2 hours or 3 hours of hassle. So you can make the game more difficult for yourself by failing stuff, but it won't be impossible because there's no combat or whatever in the game really. It's just can you pass this check of punching this guy in the face? And if you fail, you'll grab your fist and then make you be racist, Yeah. No, seriously.
He'll get you on Twitter and make you just brag about the Jews for 2 hours with no context.
I'm pretty sure he's supposed to be Samoan or Maori, future Maori. But he's a fucking racist. So he's he's a Maori supremacist or a Samoan supremacist. Anyway, so the thought system. So by actions taken in the game, you can get thoughts, and you can internalize those thoughts. So one of them is remembering your house. If you say something "I'm just I don't want to pay the room's rent, I'm just gonna live in the street," you will unlock the hobo cop, and you can internalize it, and then you will become a hobo cop. If you say communist things, you can become a communist. If you say racist things, you can become a racist. If you say, you can become a superstar cop or an apocalypse cop if you keep predicting the end of the world. It just so many shit, you can sit down and think for an hour about what year it is. When was I born? And there's a ton of mad ones as well, becoming a royalist, or you can become so deluded that you think you're the king, and just address everybody as subject. and peasant and just shit like that. Like, I'm not doing it justice. There's like so many thoughts, and like some of them will like increase, and some of them will lower your stats. Some of them will increase your stats. Some of them will increase the like. So there's one for perception, and it will raise the perception cap to like 5 or 6. So no matter what your perception cap is, to raise it, it'll go up by that. Physique as well. There's one where like your sense of physique will tell you to like coach. Will like coach you in something, and you'll get better physique. So yeah. Anyway, that's basically Disco Elysium. It's a really fucking good game. You should get it. It's high replayability. It's smart writing. Some people would say it's pretentious writing. I don't think that's necessarily untrue, but I still think it's very, very good. It can be a bit gratuitous, with your like lizard brain talking to your limbic system, talking to your, I don't know, like drugs, but I still think it's very, very good.
I wouldn't say that's pretentious, but I haven't really played it. But...
Well, that's I've just seen on Steam there is a game that just came out called Hentai Nazi.
Yes, I posted about it in January.
Oh, did you?
Like yesterday.
I didn't see.
I'm tossing up whether or not I want to get it, but I've had too many $2 malware games last year. And by too many, I mean one.
Yeah, Boss Priest. All right, yeah, right. Okay, I've talked a lot about Disco Elysium. So, do you want to talk about Evinical?
I've obviously talked myself into doing this, but at the same time, I honestly don't know what I can say that Seth fucking didn't.
Confession: I've never watched Seth. I don't want to.
I can understand why you wouldn't want to watch him for the same reason. There's a whole bunch of things in life I don't do. Where when you get shilled something so much, it just pushes you further and further away.
Yeah.
And I did kind of... I mean, it's a kind of... I wouldn't say it's a meme at this point, but it's been a recurring thing where I just shit on people for shilling him constantly. Like every time he puts out a new video, I'll get like 5 reposts of people saying, "Hey, put out a new video." It's like, yep.
Yeah.
We heard it 2 hours ago. We all got the notification from YouTube because we hit that bell. But he's good enough that I actually unironically give him money.
Right.
So, putting money on the line for something I could have gotten for free anyway.
Yeah.
It's Kino. That's not the good use of Kino at all. Anyway, Evinical, a shining example of the fact that Japan is not a Western country.
Okay.
Which is, it's one of those things I've always kind of, I don't know if I want to say admired, but like, they are, they don't have that Christian influence in their life, so they're able to take a outsider's perspective on it and kind of, piss on it as a mythology, kind of like fucking Hollywood does to Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Where if you know anything about Greek mythology and you watch any of their Greek blockbuster films, and you realize they take enormous liberties with something that's already basically up to interpretation.
Yeah. Actually, before you start, can I just say...
Go for it.
the thing I've heard about Evinical. So I don't know anything about it. I haven't really been looking at Flavor of the Month. I mean, I read the stuff, but I don't really understand
You've looked at it enough to put it on your wish list. I have seen that.
Is it on my wish list? It probably is.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm looking at the thing, and it says on January 3rd, SSG added Evinical to their wish list.
Yes, I did on January the 2nd here. Yes, I did. So I was looking, and from what I could gather, like the review that really stuck in my mind was, "It is a game for incels. Whoever made this has clearly never been outside. How can they think real women act like this?" I still thought the art was good enough to add it to my wish list.
Yeah,
Would you say that's an apt description? Would you say that's an apt description?
Well, I don't think I'm an incel.
No, he said made by incels.
Um,
Like, how does he think, or how do they think any woman would act like this? Judging by your not immediate defense.
well, no. I'm trying to think of a way to put it. Please be patient. I have autism.
Yeah.
I guess it comes down to the way, like, how liberally you sprinkle the word incel. Like, it doesn't come across. Like, if I were to think of a game made by incels, made by an incel, I would think more along the lines of, like, hatred. Except it's still a harem game.
Right.
You know, where it's like the... In fact, apparently a good example of this would be Onision's fucking book, where the protagonist is a absolute, like, edgelord fuckwit that still somehow gets the girl or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
That would be my interpretation of an incel. Whereas the main character in this is just a fucking cumbrain.
Okay.
Like, he doesn't have that voice in the back of his head telling him that it's not socially acceptable to do this, so he's just like, so, you know, it's like, hey, main character, what are you doing? It's like, I'm just staring at her tits. Like, why? Because they look fucking great. Like, okay. And you know, apparently she's taken aback by your forwardness. So it's not edgy, it's just hentai logic turned up to 11, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what they were saying essentially in a roundabout way. Of it just doesn't make any sense, but yeah.
So yeah, maybe they're right. I just wouldn't use the word incel.
Yeah.
Women don't act like this. You know, it's, you know, how can all these beautiful fucking women be virgins and have the sex drive of a fucking nymphomaniac?
Wait, are they all virgins?
That's comes to the whole, like,
Yes,
liberal fucking interpretation of like Christian mythology. That would be. So,
right. Okay.
you know, in the beginning there was Adam and Eve, we'll say, but Eve is actually a god and she made the rules, and she was pretty fucking big into monogamy. So
Right.
obviously I'm explaining this like trash. If you want an actual explanation, please just go watch Seth's video. If you don't and you somehow love me more, I'm honored, but yeah, stick around. So she's pretty big into monogamy, we'll say, and basically you can only fuck one person in your entire life.
Right.
When you do that, you get a magical wedding ring. But if you go against her rules, you know, her pseudo 10 commandments, although there's only really 2 10 commandments, which is don't fuck more than one person and don't kill a motherfucker.
Right.
And if you
seems like good ones.
and
yeah.
if you break those rules, you're basically ostracized from society by getting a black wedding ring. So everyone knows that you went against God's fucking, you know, commandments.
Yeah.
And it basically removes any chance you have of surviving. Also there is no redemption. We'll say that as well. So
Right.
if you fuck someone, you're married to them. It's still up in the air whether or not if you rape someone, they are married to you.
Wait, does the law go that deep?
It kind of does. Like, they come up with this premise of, you know, don't kill someone and don't fuck more than 2 people, and then they kind of, you know, see how far they can push this premise with like what's legal and what's illegal.
Yeah.
So as far as I can tell, in the eyes of God at least, we'll say, raping a woman in a marriage is legal. But I so far, and I'm pretty far in it, like deep into the game, I don't think I've seen an instance of that.
Right. Oh, okay. So you haven't.
No.
Finished.
That's me theory crafting. But there's a lot of what is and isn't sex. Like apparently, sex with a condom is not sex, and anal sex is not sex.
So it's like Jehovah's Witness rules, like Mormon rules, essentially.
I guess. I don't know. But so basically, if you go against the rules, you get branded with, you know, an outlaw ring, and you're basically marked for death in a sense where you can't grow crops. You know, you can't till the land. You're marked as an outlaw, even if you were. Oh, actually, we get back to that point. You're marked as an outlaw. You can't really do anything and your only way to survive is to become more of an outlaw. You know, there is no asking for forgiveness. There's fucking none of that. And yeah. So yeah, everyone kind of has to live with this.
Yeah.
So obviously everyone's a fucking virgin when you find them, because obviously the good guy can't be an outlaw.
So how can you fuck so many women then?
Well, we'll get to that. Apparently, monogamy doesn't count if you're a knight. Appointed by, where apparently because, you know, strong warriors make for, you know, good breeding material, you're allowed multiple wives. And the more you become a knight, well, like the higher up the ranks of knighthood you go, the more wives you can have until you have as many wedding rings as you have fingers.
This just sounds like fucking ancient China. Like, the higher you go up, the more concubines and wives you're allowed. Like, every government official
that sounds like
had,
Mormons.
several wives. Sorry?
I mean, that sounds like Mormons. Closer to Mormon Jesus you are, the more wives you get.
Poor Mormon.
I mean, there's a ton of weird things like, you know, females can become fucking knights, so I'm assuming they can have multiple husbands, but I've never seen a female knight with multiple husbands, and I don't get how that helps in spreading the seed, because obviously only one female can be pregnant.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really gets the rules of this world. It seems like there's a lot of plot holes, but at the same time, it's that things aren't really supposed to be logical.
They do their best to.
I mean, I wouldn't say they do. It's like the Chad yes. I would say there's like, do you really do this like fucking ass backwards thing? Like, yep, that's how it works. And you're like, fucking fair enough. So, yeah, the plot is basically, it starts out with you want to marry both of your sisters who aren't your sisters.
Oh, okay.
So
okay, of course.
You leave your land of bumfuck nowhere to go become a knight so that you can engage in polygamy.
Right.
However, on the journey to becoming a knight, you become way in over your head, an actual adventure starts, and you end up, like, picking up basically more wives than you can know what to fucking do with. Except for all the spoiler plot. I've been having tons of. I mean, beyond that, it's generic fucking JRPG. You know, you take turns because that's a fucking thing in life. And I've been having a lot of fun. And so far, the biggest criticism I've seen from people, aside from that it's a game for incels apparently, is that it takes too fucking long to get to the port. Which,
Well, you know, people know what they're fucking buying it for, do they? Don't they? Like,
I mean, kind of.
elaborate.
It sounds like one of those things where, you know, no one's gonna ever fucking believe me when I say that I play it for the plot. But I play it for the plot. Yeah, and the way I describe it, if you're coming into this looking for a hentai game, you might have come to the wrong thing. I would say it's more of an ecchi plus kind of game. You know, if you've played Hyperdimension Neptunia or fuck, even I'll say Senran Kagura, given that it's the same fucking artist, where you play an actual game and you get the occasional panty shot. That's kind of what I mean by it's like ecchi plus, where it's a fan service game, but they just don't stop at panty shots and you get fucking.
Yeah.
Any questions? Please,
Well,
because I can't monologue. Give me questions.
No, that's fine, yeah. Okay, so you said that you can have as many wives as you have fingers. Was that just a metaphor, or is it seriously hard captured 10?
It's well, I mean, I've kind of attained the highest rank of knight, and I'm capped at 10. Yes.
Right. Okay. How many different girls are in the game? Approximately, of course.
If I'm thinking of like all the girls I've fucked so far, were probably. And again, this goes back to the what's technically not sex, and whoever I just happened to walk in on fucking, I'd say maybe like 15 to 20.
Right. So, like a good variety of options.
Yeah, you know, you got your big girls, your little girls, your tall girls, your small girls. You're apparently the game said at the beginning that everyone is over the age of 18. Girls. You've got your mature girls, your big sisters, your little sisters, your mummies, you don't have daddies. I think I should say that if you're in Tinder or on Femdom, I don't think you're really gonna find it.
Right.
This is a game for alphas. And a game for Guro.
Ooh.
People get eaten by monsters. Spoilers. Although I've only seen it. I've seen it like once. There's like one scene and like a half a scene, we'll say. But that's the thing that annoys me is it's like one of those things where it's like you do it to make up for like the tags on any hentai. And everyone only talks about that one scene where that's the one time they went too far, but the rest of it's just like vanilla.
Yeah. I can't say I've ever done that. But...
I mean, like I can think of like a few games. I'm trying to, at the same time, I say, struggling to find an example. I mean, maybe like Euphoria, I would say, where.
Oh, I forget that was a game. Yeah.
Well, it's a visual novel, so if you want to be a pedantic cunt about it, where it's like, like, it's 90% just like light BDSM. And then there's that one time where you have to suck on a girl's used tampon, and suddenly everyone's just freaking the fuck out.
Right.
Where it's like, it's still usable for that 90% of the game, but there is that like 10% where that will make you gay.
Is this fucking Euphoria?
Yeah, there is a moment where you earn your
Yeah, no,
red
but
wings.
I'm sure like in that anime, like the hentai, there's like the fucking human centipede thing with the shit going. Like,
One, I haven't watched the
oh,
anime yet, and two, that doesn't happen in the visual novel.
right.
Three, I'm trying to remember if there is actually any scat.
Because I mean, when I would go on like what's it called, hentai Haven, and yeah, and I would like look for something. I'd always like. Well, I started with like accidentally just clicking through
I mean,
things to try
I will say I
Euphoria.
have seen the scene because I have a web of it like over deja vu.
Fucking hell.
It's like, in Euphoria there is scat, but it's not like eating shit. It's just like you fucked a girl in the ass so hard she shit herself afterwards.
Hmm.
Oh, and the one time that they literally, I think that's the other thing about Euphoria is it starts off at 11 and then dials it back down to like 5. So everyone probably gave up at the point where it starts off at 11.
Yeah.
Where
Just like, let's chill out now.
yeah, so opening scene to Euphoria is you wake up, you're in you're in the white room with all the girls, and the machine tells you we're going to do this.
Yeah.
And the student council president's like, fuck that, I'm not doing that. And they're like, yes you are. And she's like, no, I'm fucking not. And they go, okay, lights go up, lights go back on. She's in an electric chair, and she gets fried to death where she shits and pisses herself. So that's how you start that's how you start Euphoria. And then it just goes back to you like busting hymens and spanking a girl. That's Euphoria. 7 out of 10. Play it.
I don't think I will.
However, back to fucking Evinical. It's very vanilla outside of the that 10% where it's oh my god, your dick set feels so good. Come inside me. Let's feel good together. all the cliches.
Yeah.
I will say the combat's actually very interesting to me.
So what is the combat system?
I mean, it's like just generic fucking JRPG shit. You take turns. You hit all your like combatants are like different kind of classes, sort of shit.
Yeah.
But it's interesting to me how well they mesh together in a way. Like most of my JRPG shit comes from Idea Factory games, known for making fucking Fairy Fencer F, Hyperdimension Neptunia, and Omega Quintet, which are all like again those like fan service games I was mentioning earlier. And the combat is so brain dead fucking simple, but they try to make it seem complex. Like they give you all these like you can use this like bonding system and this like combo order or whatever the fuck to like do more damage, but at the same time it's like so brain dead fucking simple that you can just like spam heavy attack and win to the point like all the complexity's fucking useless. But yeah, I mean maybe there's like better JRPGs out there. I haven't played them, so like the combat in Evinical actually is kind of nice to me.
Yeah, I can't really say anything because I can't ask any questions about the combat system because I don't play JRPGs. So I don't even know what I should be asking questions about. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean you take turns, you hit shit, you get like special spend on heavier hitting shit.
Yeah, I get that. I'm just saying like I haven't played enough to know the nuances. To like, oh, this is so interesting because it's different because you know, like in this way.
And
I
again,
don't
like,
know.
I mean, I'd say that I don't know much either. I'm like, it's interesting to me because I think the ones I've played have been trash.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Evenical, great game, play it.
What would you rate it out of 10? Because I would rate Disco Elysium like at least a 9. Not fuck it, 10. 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 if I played it.
Yeah, Disco Elysium looks like it would be a solid like 10 out of 10, like
Yeah,
run
like-
game of the year kind of thing.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 if I played this 2 weeks earlier would be my game of the year. But I just didn't play
it could be
so
this
often.
year's game of the year for like. I mean, I don't even say like your game of the year. I'm gonna say like it seems like the kind of game that would be like critics' game of the year as well.
Yeah, it wasn't PC Gamer game of the year. Like, it's
Oh
already-
right, 'cause
yeah,
it did come out last year, didn't it?
yeah, that's the thing. Like I played it late, so if I just happened to, it came out like October, November, so it is late.
Oh,
But, like,
shit.
but,
I
yeah.
guess that's good for it. Because I like when you picked it up, I thought, oh, it just came out, but everyone was like so hyped for it. And then
No.
it came out at the start of the year, and it's like, oh, this is game of the year material, but nobody's going to remember it by fucking
What?
November.
Without basically what happened is like I don't really buy like I just play as you know like World of Tanks, World of Warships and shit like that because like I can't play games. I haven't been able to play a game properly for fucking ages, and I've just been waiting for the new Total War Three Kingdoms expansion. So I wasn't really like, oh, I'm probably not going to enjoy any single player game because I can't play a game for more than an hour at a time. And it was just like I think it was like a 20% sale, and I'd heard a few good things, but I didn't really know anything about it, so I just bought it, and it's honestly one of the best decisions I've made. Like gaming wise, it's probably the best leap of faith I've made.
It sounds like me with movies where, or I guess in gaming now too, and I might get to that in a bit, but where I have a hard time pushing myself to do something, but when I do it, it's great.
Yeah. No, I feel the same. Yeah.
So to answer your question, Evenical, I don't know, like 7 out of 10.
Right. 7's good.
But
7's.
I guess on that note, I'm kind of trying to drop fucking War Thunder.
Any particular reason, like a protest or something, or do you just not like? it anymore?
To get more shit done.
Right.
Like I finally work on that fucking backlog, and
Yeah.
after the last event, which I've now completed, so I have my Merkava Mark II, which and the fucking Mirage 3 is still not in the game, so I'm basically
Yeah.
going on hiatus for a while, so I can play other games. You know, I mean, I got a bunch of great shit during the Steam sales.
Yeah.
Never
Not
mind
same.
all the great fucking shit I've had for years
Yeah,
in my Steam library doing fucking nothing. Like, fuck, man. I last played Star Wars Republic Commandos on May 2015, and I haven't finished it. It's just been sitting there for so long, and I know that there's so many people going to be listening to this podcast that have finished this game and they're gonna be like, dude, fucking play it. And I was like, yeah, eventually. Just leave me alone.
Yeah, for me, it's Valhalla is one of the big ones. Oh, hang on. Sorry, there's one more game I need to talk about quickly before we go. I did play another game. Which was the game I bought live on the pod. Sorry, I kind of cut in actually. Do you want to finish talking about War Thunder?
Oh no, like, I mean, that's basically it. Just it takes up too much of my time. I want to play other shit, and it keeps getting in the way.
Well, good luck with that, because it's gonna be fucking hard. I just fucking know it.
Oh, I mean, I haven't played it for. I mean, we're what, 3 days in so far, and again, like I got a massive fucking backlog of shit to do.
Yeah.
Even just the new shit, like fucking, I've got to finish Evenical. I got to fucking edit Evenical because I'm gonna be using it for it's gonna be podcast footage, but I have to go through and like censor out fucking everything.
Well, that's I can. So you asked me to record some Disco Elysium for you. Like, do you still want that? Or
It wasn't
Or would
necessarily
you-
just a matter of just, but like if you play games and you're enjoying yourself, like yeah, sure, record it, send me the footage.
I'll make sure I do. So the other game I played was the Return of the Obra Dinn.
You
Which is a
did,
game of-
you did talk about this. The
No.
Papers, Please originated fucking boat murder mystery.
Yeah. So it's been a game that had been on my to-do list for a huge amount of time, and yeah, live on the podcast 2 weeks ago, I bought it, and so I actually played it, and I ruined the game for myself. I got like a solid 50% of the way in. I won't say any. This is a game like Disco Elysium. You can say minor things. This is a game where I can't really say anything without spoiling something. So I won't say anything. You should play it. It is amazing, but do not do what I did, which is I got really stuck in a part, and I googled for help, and that just sent me down a rabbit hole, and I ended up kind of just like it took me like 3 hours to get like halfway through, and then like it took me like an hour to do the rest because whenever I went into a minor hitch or whatever, I just had no willpower, and I just
Yeah.
searched. So once I got help with one thing, I just kind of got help with everything. It's still an amazing game. It's great. You should like totally play it.
I mean,
but-
obviously, I could mention like fucking Factorio and Minecraft, Redstone for that kind of shit. But I think the better example of shit where I've experienced that would be fucking the Talos Principle, where
Yes.
I basically finished the entire. To be honest, the DLC is fucking bullshit. It
Yeah.
is the most fucking headache-inducing like puzzles for the stars.
Yeah. But yeah. Well, that makes it up. That's an apt comparison as well because it's like a puzzle game as well. But yeah, so when I got help with one thing. I know it'll tell you like how you could have figured it out as well, and I would like kick myself every time. Oh fuck! How did I not notice the shoes? Like these four. Oh shit! I can't say it. I'm not gonna say it. But yeah. So totally get this game. It is worth it. It is an amazing experience. No replayability, but it is an amazing experience. Fucking play it. But do not, under any circumstances, get any help. Because, like, it will be, like, unless you're a big fucking brain, it might be quite hard. But, stick with it because, yeah, it kind of ruined it for me. And I fucking hate that so much. Anyway, yeah. That's all I've got to say, and to be honest, it's past my bedtime.
What was it called again? I'm trying to look it up.
Return of the Obra
Oh, there we
Dinn.
go. I was looking for fucking The Curse of the Obra Dinn.
Yeah, that's an apt choice of words.
Fuck off. Spoilers!
It's not. It's literally
Here we
like
go.
the
3
first
friends
line.
own this game, and SHG has played 4.9 hours.
Yeah. Dude, if you actually look at my achievement stats, you'll see like I got like a ton of them within a very short amount of time. So I just kind of like shit. I need to fill in the backlog. So like the early ones are all staggered out, and then there's like an hour window where I was just like, fuck it, I'll just finish it. But I am weak. You should not do that.
I'll say I'll think about it, but I'm probably gonna forget about it again.
It is a fairly
Fuck
again.
it, we'll
If
put
you're
it,
big,
we'll put it on the wish list. So that
if you're big brain, sorry.
No, go on.
I'm just saying, like, if you're big brain, you'll get it. You know, you can finish it fairly quickly. But I'm not good with puzzle games. So,
I want to say I'm fairly big brain, but there were moments in the fucking room where I was just being a dumbass.
The Room?
Games that Sleepy got me and Maurice. He bought he had, I don't know how he got them, but he gave Maurice a copy of The Room and me a copy of The Room 2, and it's basically just like a puzzle game.
Right.
Like
Wow, Sleepy. I see how it is.
Yeah, where
I
it's
see
like
how
you're put in a room, surprise, and so it's like, okay, so we press this button so that this light goes up, and then I might want to like knock over this chair so that, that those kind of puzzle games, rather than like Portal.
Yeah. I actually, so one more quick thing about the Obra Dinn. There is a good thing on the community, which is called the Hint Nudge Guide, and this, as it says, will give you hints and nudges, but will not spoil it. And if you are really stuck and need help, read that. Do not Google it. Do not even click the spoiler-free ones, because they do have spoilers in them. Like, and they'll have links to all the other articles that do have spoilers in them, so don't tempt yourself. If you need help, you can get the Hint or Nudge Guide. But you should play it. It's really good. Also by the guy who did Papers, Please. It's another good game.
Yeah,
so.
we said that at the beginning.
Did we?
Oh.
I'm knackered. I don't think we did.
Oh, I guess that there's one more game we can talk about.
Okay.
Fucking Clicker Heroes 2.
Okay, can I quickly say something first?
Sure.
I tried to buy it for you when you were saying it. And it, fucking the Steam server died as I tried to. So I was going to surprise you with it. And then I kind of realized, maybe Steam not letting me buy this game
is a sign.
And so I never retried.
Yeah, fair enough. So the hang on, because it's more reliable for me to look at the stats in game than the Steam stats for like how long I've been playing. So it's been running for 7.24 days. I have earned 2 million XP, 4,413 rubies, and I'm on World 16 with a total of 87,000 monsters killed. And SSG's mic is disconnected. He told me to hold on. I don't know what to say about this. It's just, don't play it, okay? Anyone listening in, don't fucking play it. Just don't. You will get no satisfaction out of this, but I do it anyway because I can. And we heard a
Hello.
There we go.
Fuck, dude! I was like halfway through talking, and like you kind of cut me off, and I was like, "Oh, okay." I just realized I'd obviously just been disconnected for like 30 seconds or something, and you were just pushing on because I was just not replying. Yeah, Discord as a side. I heard everything you said, but yeah, Discord. I thought it was a side, so I didn't press. But you got it. That's it.
So I don't know if I don't know if I can seriously review this. Like, I will say for a fucking clicker idle game, it's fairly interesting.
Right.
But it's a clicker idle game.
I was gonna say, as you are in it now.
Yes. I do this because I am autistic and I must. If you value your time in any way, shape, or form, do not take my example.
I was like, how many hours are in a week? Like what, 168? Recent activity for Moon, 276 hours in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, the Steam sets get a bit funky because I think if you're playing 2 games at once, Steam's like calculator kind of balks itself.
Right, yeah.
So
yeah.
like,
that would make sense.
so like when I have Clicker Heroes running and I'm playing a Vinicle, it might count like 2 hours for every hour or some shit.
Yeah. And I guess it's not that incorrect.
Yeah,
but-
so fairly interesting, but it's a clicker game, and it costs money.
Yeah.
This is not worth the $30 dues.
Have you played Crush Crush?
No.
It's like an idle clicker game.
Yeah,
but it's like
I know
hentai.
what it is, but at that time
Yeah.
I was like 8,000 hours into fucking
Well,
Clicker Heroes 1. I was like, I don't need another one.
that's the thing. I'm quickly bringing it up because I did pay money on that.
Oh my.
But you know what's even worse? I paid money before they could release, before like Steam changed their rules, so like, you know, porn's allowed on it. So I was paying money even though I would never be able to see the pure tits. I am a cum brain. Not even a cum brain because I couldn't even cum. I'm just a shit brain.
You're worse. You're a Cumbrian.
That's a good one. That's a fucking good one.
We've talked about that before, but there's three achievements for for Clicker Heroes 2, and I have 2 of them because I think one of them, well, if we go to global achievement stats, you'll see that of the people who have played Clicker Heroes 2, 55.9% of players have the first achievement, which is hoard 1 million gold.
Yeah.
This is not hard because bear in mind, every time like when I say these worlds, you kind of like reset your character, in a sense. Like,
Yeah.
basically, you play the world, which is 100 stages. You gain equipment, you gain money to get better equipment, so you can go further into that stage.
Yeah.
And you gain experience and a whole bunch of like external things which carry over between worlds, which makes like the next world like easier or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
So bearing in mind, I'm on world 17 on like stage 36 of 100, and just like casually playing like automated. So I'm spending basically the money as soon as I get it. I have a passive 1 point whatever the fuck times 10 to the 35. So that's
quite a bit.
Yeah, so for people who don't know their scientific notations, that is 1 followed by 35 zeros.
Or billion down.
It's a bajillion. You know, that number that doesn't really exist.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's just like at this point of the game. And I'm doing 2.5 times 10 to the 51 damage to these
That's quite a
enemies
bit.
who have 3.4 to the 54 health.
The numbers are a little high.
Yeah, so and it really fucks with your perspective of things because you'll get a perk that says like, weapons are 8% cheaper, and you're like, that's cool, except you like think of all the money you'll save and how much further you'll go, and it's like, not really, because
Yeah.
you're getting an 8% discount, but you're constantly looking at these numbers going up logarithmically.
Yeah.
So an 8% discount does not mean you lose 8 digits off this fucking number.
yeah.
It means you've lost you've lost like almost 1 part of a digit.
Yeah. That's how fractions work.
Yes. But it fucks it with you because of the way, fucking looking at logarithmic numbers works. Especially when things are going up logarithmically, so it looks like it's going up linearly. Linearly.
Linearly?
Linearly.
I
I will say, like, kudos to this game. It gives you... So, there's a stats page for the game, and it gives you 3 graphs that you can like tailor to show different shit over different time frames.
Yeah.
In fact, if
I like how you're like we're not going to talk about this much.
uh,
No, it's interesting, but it's like we're going to talk about this much. 10 minutes later, there's like graphs.
yeah, it's one of those.
You're lost for words.
I'm trying to think. Yeah, it's. I can appreciate the effort that they've put into this, but no one should appreciate it.
Yeah. It's
Like,
retarded.
you know, when your boomer dad tells you like to stop playing so many fucking video games because it's just mental masturbation. This
Yeah.
is mental masturbation in its purest form. Like, I'm going to be 10,000 hours into this game, and I'm going to look back on my life and be like, what did I achieve? And it's fucking nothing. You know?
Right, now we're getting a bit too real here, boys.
You know,
We're getting
I
a bit
could
too
say
real.
potentially, oh, I reached fucking Gold League and insert competitive fucking esports wank. That's
Yeah.
better than spending 10,000 hours in
Yeah,
this
it is,
fucking
'cause
shit.
you can actually make friends that way.
You could reach
You can
gold.
meet-
You'll reach gold in a video game in less than 10,000 hours.
Yeah.
Assuming you're not like, your skull isn't literally caved in.
Hey, unless you're the teammates I play with.
That's because you're Silver League. You fucking fat.
Bronze. In League, I got bronze.
Bronze 2 at least.
Bronze 1. I was silver 5. I got put
I-
as silver 5 and immediately
I
demoted.
don't know how these fucking leagues work.
Yeah.
Especially when,
Anyway.
when it's like, when you hear people say, oh, reaching Gold League is easy, but the people saying that are still like miles below
Yeah.
fucking pro players.
Yeah. Like in League, it's like, well, it's like wood or copper, and then bronze, silver, gold, platinum, diamonds, then like master and challenger. So I know. It's like it's not like there's the same amount of people on each one, but like, yeah, I think the average is like silver, gold, high silver, low gold. I don't know. They changed the rankings since I last played. I'm sorry, dude. It's my bedtime. I've got to go to bed.
Yep. Get up, go to the gym tomorrow. Wait, no, do you go to gym on Saturday?
I started on Monday.
I
so
act like
I
this
haven't-
is a regular thing now.
Yeah. I started on Monday, so I've. It's a whole new world. Depends how much my arms are killing me. Actually, I can still do cardio. Yeah, you know what? I'll go to the gym. I'll go to the gym.
What you're saying is it depends on like how much you jerk off tonight.
Dude, you know what? I haven't jerked off for like 6 days. So
I mean, I was going to give you like the credit there that jerking off was enough to tire your arms out, because you're like that intense. But
we've already talked
mean,
about
if-
this.
if you wanna-
I don't use my arms. I fuck my honor hole or I fuck my pillow. No
Alright.
arms needed, bro.
then you think that you have abs, because that's got to be like a lot of like core workout or something.
Yeah, you.
I don't
That's-
know.
I
I
think-
don't
I
go
think
to
that-
the gym. I've never set foot in a fucking gym.
Do you know what? I think that's the only reason I'm not like a fucking whale. It's my nightly core workout.
The only reason you're not a whale is because you jerk off in the most ass backwards way.
It just works. It just works. Alright, dude. Fuck! You know what I'm gonna say?
Do you think that's why Potato has like no arm muscles as well? Because he just lets the
Yeah,
tissue
hey,
do all
yeah,
the
hang on.
work.
Hang on. He's got no arm muscles, he makes the tissue all the work. I have no arm muscles, I make my hips do the work. Fuck, dude! It's fucking cracked!
Yeah.
God damn it.
But what I'm saying there is like, I mean, obviously he gets no muscle gain from a fucking tissue at all.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're gonna at least like, shell out if you're gonna jerk off with fucking tissues, get yourself like a nice, silk handkerchief.
Well, silk? I don't know if that would feel. Dude, I can't be talking. I gotta go. I gotta hit the hay.
Maybe satin then. I don't know.
Ugh.
Although satin gets real weird when you're wet.
Sake. Let me say goodbye.
No. we need to make sure that Potato yells in the comments section that we're talking about.
Fair enough. It's for a good cause. But yeah,
if you want to learn more about how Potato beats his meat, stay tuned because he's going to be in England in the next podcast.
He will be. He will be.
Oh fuck! But when is that? That's 25th. He'll be in.
We can't do it on the 25th.
I'll be on. No, yes, I will be on holiday.
No.
That'll be the first day of my holiday.
No. I'm telling you, I can't do it then.
Why not?
We're in London.
The fuck?
We're going to London. I can't do it then.
Ray! Wait, when are you going down to London?
22nd, coming back on the 27th.
Yeah, we can do 27th, 28th. Like straight for the.
I'm not gonna do it on the day we come back.
Well, I mean, fuck, we'll do it on our birthday. Because I'm going on holiday from the.
That's.
Because I've booked my leave out from the. Well, I say the 27th, but like technically my leave is going to start on the weekend. So, I was like, I'll be around.
I'm sorry. I do have to go. I'm tired.
All right,
I'm too tired.
It.
Yeah, we'll talk about this later. See you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.